It's Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Merritt. And you won't be hearing any of that here.
Well, everybody knows tonight is gonna be the best night of our lives. Sitting on the sidewalk, reading the faces, everybody's going to different places all week long. Working for a paycheck that barely makes it, living for a dream I got to chase and to be goes on. Well, everybody knows tonight is gonna be the best night of our lives. Everybody knows tonight is gonna be best night of our lives. Take it in for a minute, yeah. Take it in. Come Monday morning, I'm in a hurry. I got a job and they think they own me to sing old song. Yeah, thank God it's Friday. I get out early, I got my friends and I got my money to be goes on. And everybody knows tonight is gonna be the best night of our lives. Everybody knows tonight is gonna be the best night of our lives. Take it in for a minute, yeah. It's Sunday morning, the sun is rising. Look at the colors, they're mesmerizing. The beat goes on. Take it in for a minute, yeah. Everybody knows tonight is gonna be the best night of our lives. Everybody knows tonight is gonna be the best night of our lives. Everybody knows tonight is gonna be the best night of our lives. Everybody knows tonight is gonna be.
Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Merritt. There's newcomer to country music. That is John King. And by newcomer, I literally mean like this year. He basically kind of graduated college and just started playing country music and kind of blew up. He's open for major artists without having a booking agent until just recently, after he signed on with Black River Entertainment along with Kelly Pickler and Craig Morgan. So John King is in a lot of really good company with that first tune of his, Tonight. Ben Merritt hanging out with you here, again trying to introduce you to some brand new stuff out there. John has got some high expectations for his career, and if it's anything like that first tune, I think he's probably going to reach a lot of them. Not maybe as high as he wants. He wants to be like Garth Brooks, Kenny Chesney high, but you know, hey, I'm not going to knock him. Guy's got a shot. Honestly, I'm a big fan. So, more power to you, John King. Ben Merritt, again, thank you for hanging out here on Off the Beaten Path podcast. And I'm going to say it because, well, hang on, I'll explain it in just a bit. But please get in touch with me. Off the Beaten Path Podcast can be found on Facebook, on Twitter, and you can email me. And by the way, if my voice sounds like it's going, it's because festival seasons have started, and there's lots of great live country music everywhere. So that happened over the weekend. I'm recording on Sunday night before I put it up on Monday morning, and I was trying to stretch it out all day if I could and save my voice. But anyway, you don't need to know that. You do need to know how to get in touch with me. At OTBP Podcast on Twitter. Off the Beaten Path Podcast is OTBP Podcast on Facebook. And again, it is otbppodcast@gmail.com, which is how I found out about this guy. I got an email from a listener, which, by the way, thanks. That's awesome. And he goes, this is a guy that plays in my area a lot. He's in the Iowa area a lot. He is an Illinois native. His name is Drew Baldridge. And again, this is basically requested, and I love it. His big new single is called She's Taken. He had a song out before that called BYOB. Check it out, Drew Baldridge. Again, Drew Baldridge. Check him out. Find him anywhere. I found him on Spotify, listened to some stuff, and then I definitely got some music for him. So here is Drew Baldridge by request on Off the Beaten Path Podcast. She's Taken.
See that girl up on the bar, and here she's an all-night local dance star, stealing drinks and stealing hearts. Don't think she don't know what you want. Got her hand on a jukebox, searching for another feel-good rock song. Loaded cocktail, smoking hot. Think you got a shot? I say you don't, 'cause she's taking, she is mine. She's taking me home tonight. Got me wrapped up nice and tight, like a shirt on her hips shaking it. That girl's a love worth making. She's taking. She's just a little lick of sinner, perfect picture of perfectly different. I swear God did me a favor when he made my girl. She's got her little way of throwing in spices, twisting things crazy. It's so amazing. Found a rare, natural, beautiful pearl, and she's taking, she is mine. She's taking me home tonight. Got me wrapped up nice and tight, like a shirt on her hips shaking it. That girl's a love worth making. She's taking. Go, oh, oh, to the radio, oh, oh, but on the dance floor, oh, then we go, oh, we go, oh. She's taking, she is mine. She's taking me home tonight. Got me wrapped up nice and tight, like a shirt on her hips shaking it. That girl's a love worth making. She's taking. She's taking.
Off the Beaten Path Podcast.
Fresh new country.
At OTBP Podcast.
I'd rather walk right off the highest mountaintop and stay here with you on the ground. Keep on spinning round and round. Hold me under, push me deep, so I can't hear the words you speak. Don't even want a goodbye kiss. Love has died, so how about this? If you're heading this way, I'm going that way. Done is done, now it's too late. Love has left us hanging high and dry. I'm over the world. trick the truth. You don't need me and I don't want you. I'd rather drop this rope before we end up playing tug of war. Won't burn my hands from pulling you over to my point of view. Don't make it right, just leave it wrong. Love has died, so from now on, if you're heading this way, I'm going that way. Done is done, now it's too late. Love has left us hanging high and dry. I'm over the worry, through with the doubt. I know that you've been stepping out. We had love, just not enough. Get out the lie, trick the truth. You don't need me and I don't want you. Done, I'm done, you're done, we're done, it's over. Done, I'm done, you're done, we're done, it's over. Done, I'm done, you're done, we're done, it's over. I'm done. If you're heading this way, I'm going that way. Done, it's done, now it's too late. Love has left us hanging high and dry. I'm over the worry, through with the doubt. I know that you've been stepping out. We had love, just not enough. Can I the lie, trick the truth? You don't need me and I don't want you. Can I the lie, trick the truth? You don't need me and I don't want you.
Off the Beaten Path podcast, me, Ben Merritt. There's Carla Korn. And there you go. Man, she's good. She good. And she's done with you. She is done. That's the name of the song, by the way, too. Carla got her start in Nashville. Yes, that's true, but she did not do it in a traditional way with, big record label or anything like that. No. She technically started with the, well, not really small deal, but she was on CMT. She hosted CMT Insider, Wide Open Country, which, by the way, I loved. I love Wide Open Country. And Karaoke Dokie. She was also a CMT correspondent as well. Now she's on radio. She's actually an award-winning radio personality. So, Carla Korn, there you go. That is done. Ben Merritt hanging out with you here. Again, it is Off the Beaten Path podcast. Thank you for getting involved. Again, as you heard earlier in the show, I will play stuff if you send me your requests. You'd be like, hey, this is a guy that I think nobody's ever heard of before, or this girl is really going places. You should probably check her out. Or this band has been rocking my local bar for years, and now they need to be heard other places, words, stuff, things. It's been a long weekend, like I told you. So, but this guy, I am super excited about. If you're excited about this guy, he's already got an album out. He actually was nominated for the 2014 Juno Awards Breakthrough Male Artist. His name is Tim Hicks. Yes, he's Canadian, hence the Juno Award. But he's got a new album coming out August 5th. I'm looking forward to that. This is the lead single off of said album. And all of his videos, the official video is out for this one already, by the way. All of his videos that he's got out for all of his songs that he's already released are amazing. Like, great production quality, cool videos, lots of very fun stuff going on. There's zombies in one of them. Here Comes the Thunder, which is the song you're about to hear. That video's got a drag race. I mean, come on. His name is Tim Hicks. He has got these huge ballad anthems. And if you are a big fan of that, well, then Tim Hicks is for you. Here he is. Here Comes the Thunder. It's Tim Hicks, Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt.
This town been a long time coming, been a long hard drive. Gonna smoke some, gonna drink some, gonna find a little trouble if not, we're gonna make some. Rolling, we gonna throw it all down. We rolling. Yeah, you better watch out. Here comes the thunder. Here comes the thunder. Storms are coming, better run for cover. Here comes the thunder. Oh yeah. party on the rocks. Get the girls all wound up. Lemon drop shots. Gonna play hard. Gonna take names till the last dollar gone. Yeah, we're gonna make it rain. Yeah. Here comes the thunder. Here comes the thunder. The boys are coming, better run for cover. Here comes side by side. It's how we roll. Raise 'em up high, look out below. Side by side, it's how we roll. Raise 'em up high. Yeah, here comes, here comes. Here comes the thunder. Here comes the thunder. Rolling, 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 rolling. We gonna throw it on down. Rolling, 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 rolling. Better look out, better look out. Hey! Here comes the thunder. Here comes the thunder. The boys are coming, better run for cover. Here comes the thunder. Here comes the thunder. Here comes the thunder. Storms are coming, better run for cover. Here comes the thunder. Side by side, it's how we roll. Raise 'em up high, look out below. Side by side, it's how we roll. Raise 'em up high. Yeah, here comes the thunder. Here comes the thunder. Rolling, 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 rolling. Here comes the thunder. Country music.
It's Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Merritt. Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Merritt. And the beautiful thing about this job is, well, I just love country music. And I love finding new country artists that nobody really knows that much about. But the best thing is, every once in a while, those artists pretty much come with their own big following. So it means I get automatic downloads on the podcast. And I got one like that right now. Curtis Grimes, sir, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm doing pretty good.
Now,
Not about much.
No, I don't want to go ahead and say that I'm using your current, your pre-established celebrity to get more downloads of the podcast, but it's going to be nice. Let's just say.
Well, thanks for having me, man.
Now, Curtis, before we get too far into this, we got to break the ice a little bit. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right, 2 icebreaker questions. I didn't warn you about these ones, so hopefully you're prepared.
All right.
All right. Question number 1 is, where are you right now? And feel free to be as specific or non-specific as you would like to be.
I'm sitting on my couch in Austin, Texas right now.
There you go. A little comfy, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 4 shows this week, starting Thursday, so calm before the storm.
Well, I mean, you knew what you signed up for, so...
That's right. That's right. Busy is good in this line of work.
Am I right seeing that you're out with like Cody Johnson and all them right now?
That's right. Yeah, this week we are actually with Cody all week.
There you go. That's another one of them great country artists down there in Texas that I want to get a chance to talk to. But we got Curtis on the line right now. Cody can come later. All right. Question number 2, and this is the one that's really going to break the ice and really kind of comfort us together. What are you wearing right now? Because I need to know what kind of a comfort level you really are on.
Actually, I just got up not too long ago, to be honest with you. I stay up pretty late. But I'm just wearing shorts, man. Same shorts I slept in.
There you go. See, the life of a country music artist. You stay up late, wake up late, make a phone call, and then you can go eat lunch.
That's right. Well, see, it all makes sense because you have to basically catch up on your sleep when you're home.
Yeah.
Because you don't sleep much when you're out. You try to sleep a little bit going down the road, but I've never been good at that.
Yeah. Are you out in a bus or are you still in the big old Econo vans?
We actually just got a RV. We kind of upgraded from a van to RV here in December, so that's a lot more convenient running up and down the road.
I can only imagine, yeah. A couple of guys on the couch, you got the bunk. Do you get the master suite in the back?
Yes, sir. So it's not too bad of a deal.
There you go. But you still hit those railroad tracks, and you're just like, yep, not sleeping after that.
That is true. That's the catch that everybody doesn't realize. That, yeah, it's nice to have a bed in the back, but that's also the worst place to ride. So.
Just bouncing around back there willy-nilly. So
that's right. Can't win them all.
All right.
I'll take what I can get.
All right. There you go. Well, Curtis Grimes on the line, and a few people probably recognize Curtis's name from season number 1 of The Voice. But, sir, you've been doing country music long before The Voice back in 2011, am I right?
That's right. And actually, I guess if I had to say a starting point, the first, I was playing acoustic by myself, I guess, kind of down on 6th Street, and we played at a El Arroyo happy hour every Thursday. It was my first regular gig. And this was back in, I guess, 2007. And then 2008, I won a contest. Kenny Chesney was kind of on the high point of his career right there, and we won a contest to open for him here in Austin. So that was the first big thing, and it was kind of crazy going from playing in front of 30 people on 6th Street acoustic, and then we had a band, and then 3 months later all that happened. So I was cutting my teeth on stage is an understatement.
Well, I don't think that Kenny Chesney's ever gone through a lull. Let's get that out there right now. But
yes, that's true. I guess I'll say it's high. This was his 4th or 5th year in a row as Entertainer of the Year.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a big deal. I put it that way.
That was before he could decide whether or not he wanted to tour that year. Yeah, so
that's right. Exactly what it was.
But you have to feel pretty good about that because the Kenny Chesney's Next Big Star contest is what you won, and there's lots of artists out there right now that are making it big. I mean, Frankie Ballard is out there on the top 40 charts for the second or third time now, and he was a winner of that as well.
Absolutely, man. And that was kind of one of the cool things, I guess. Moving forward about the voice experience was getting to meet a lot of up and comers in different genres from all over the nation, and that was the coolest thing I took away from that, because you're pretty much in a hotel room every night, and it's the extent of your entertainment is kind of a little jam session with the other contestants. So you'd be in a room going around doing like song swaps. One person may be playing something acoustic. The next person may bust out their little like keyboard thing and do a song, and then the next person may be on like a little ukulele thing. Like it was a cool mix of all different genres, and people, like I said, on the up and up. So that was kind of cool to follow everyone's career after that was said and done. Even.
No, you did really well with The Voice in 2011. You were top 10. My big question for you, sir, because you're a Texas boy from country. I mean, why Team CeeLo? Did anybody? I mean, I'm sure you've been asked this question, but now I have to ask it. I mean, CeeLo's great. I love what CeeLo Green has done in his career and with The Voice and all that, but not Team Blake.
Man, if I had my choice, I would have definitely wanted to been a part of Team Blake, just because I realized that show didn't last forever, and kind of what you took away from it after the fact, and kind of what you did with the exposure and with the contacts, it kind of was a bigger deal in my eyes than just the month or two that you were on that show. Mm-hmm. But CeeLo was the only one to turn around for me, so unfortunately I didn't really have a choice.
Well, I mean,
I did. Kind of the only catch is I had to sing a Blake Shelton song as my audition tune, and that was the thing. It wasn't very flexible for the song that you got to sing. They kind of were like, all right, you're going to sing this. All right, have a good day. So with that, I didn't know if that probably didn't increase my odds of having Blake turn around.
Well, if I remember correctly, he had some complimentary things to say. I mean, he wasn't.
He did, right? He didn't turn around, so I didn't have the option of singing. So anyway, CeeLo turned around, which, hey, at the time, man, you just wanted someone to turn around. It didn't matter who. I was just happy to move on to the next round. But yeah, it was on CeeLo's team, and then kind of got fortunate enough to stick around for a while. So
there you go. All right.
It's been really great for me. Everything just kind of kept going.
Yeah, The Voice has got that push, that extra step, I guess. But you, sir, have been doing it on your own, and you've been doing a very good job at it because, well, again, if you don't live in the state of Texas, you probably don't know this, but Texas country radio has their own music charts. And you've had some success on that chart. I mean, you've seen number ones, you've seen top fives. I mean, you're doing pretty well on that Texas country music chart, so pretty soon we should be seeing you over on the Billboard or the All Media one.
Man, that's what I always tell everyone. The whole Texas scene, Texas music scene, as they call it, is a great platform for artists like me that didn't. I grew up playing baseball, so music was a whole new thing for me as late as freshman year of college. So they gave a guy like me a chance, like a platform to go out and start performing, playing, perfecting the craft, developing as a songwriter, and most importantly, playing, getting out in front of people and playing and singing. Because that's the whole artist development part. Is tricky. You can't. They don't teach that in school. So that's the kind of the hardest part of the ride is learning how to entertain a crowd of people by singing and being on stage. So the Texas scene kind of gives us that platform to go get a lot of practice and actually make a decent income to where you can just do that as your only source of living.
Yeah.
And not many, like you said, there's not many other states out there where you can do that in just touring in one area.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Of course, it doesn't hurt the fact that your state is the size of many small countries in Africa. So
that's true. We always joke about it. We have a guy too, the new bass player, new drummers from up there in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Oh, there you go.
And so we always joke about how we can drive 5 hours every direction and still be in Texas, where they'd be playing in different states if they were to make the same routes.
Yeah, where I am, it's an hour drive to the next closest state. So. I mean, that's all it takes to get to the next state here, and then it's 3 hours the next direction, 4 hours south, and then you're in a different state. So,
it sounds like a weekend of us going to San Angelo, Houston,
Brownsville. Yeah, exactly.
Probably covered the same amount of ground, probably.
Well, Curtis Grimes here on the station, and again, he's seeing a lot of success down there in Texas, and hopefully soon it'll transition here to nationwide success and showing off a little bit of that cowboy kind. And that was kind of a big tune for you. Like I said, that was a top 5 on the Texas country music charts. Tell us a little bit about that song.
Man, actually, Cowboy Kind was our first number 1. We've had 3 consecutive number 5s, Irresponsible, Smile, and Home to Me. And then Cowboy Kind was our first number 1. So that was kind of a big tally on the old bucket list.
Yeah, I would say so.
Resume builder, if you will. So anyway, that was a huge song for us. And that was actually our last single. Currently on the title track of our new record, but the first single off of our new album, Our Side of the Fence, was Cowboy Kind, and it was our first number 1. So there were a lot of firsts going on there. We're just trying to keep the ball rolling.
And I like the story behind the song too. It's kind of like I know that I'm a little difficult to work with, and I know that it's not easy, but I really do appreciate the fact that you love me, kind of thing.
Absolutely. And we just got picked up by Cinch Jeans, a national sponsorship, and they flew me out to the National Finals Rodeo in Vegas for the first time this year. So that was a cool experience. And you're in there sitting in the autograph sessions with some of the rodeo guys that are competing, and it's just kind of interesting. That was at the time that was our single, and just talking with these guys and hearing their stories and just how accurate it is. And it takes some great women to put up with that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah. The rodeo guy and the touring musician, I'm sure you guys have a lot of good stories to swap.
Absolutely. And I guess you throw the athletes in the mix, and you got they're all kind of living the same type of coming and going away from home type lifestyle,
There you go. All right. Well, Curtis, stick around. We're not done with you just yet. But first, let's take a listen to it. This is the Cowboy Kind here on Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt.
You've got to be wondering how you got roped into this deal. This scene sure don't look like no romantic Hollywood film. You keep breathing in the dust of a dream I keep chasing, believing in me even when I don't. I promised you white picket fences and 2 arms holding you every night, but you settle for too many 2 a.m. calls and too little fitting red tail lights. And baby, I'll never understand why the hell you held on all this time, 'cause I know it ain't easy loving the cowboy kind. coke dipping bronc buster I ever knew. When it comes to tough, baby, they ain't got nothing on you. 'Cause you keep finding the good in me, honey. As hard as it gets, you refuse to let go. Even though I promised you white picket fences and 2 arms holding you every night, but you settle for too many 2 a.m. calls and too little fitting with tail lights. And baby, I'll never understand why the hell you held on all this time. 'Cause I know it ain't easy loving the cowboy kind. I promised you white picket fences and 2 arms holding you every night, but you settle for too many 2 a.m. calls and too little fading red tail lights. And baby, I'll never understand why the hell you held on all this time. 'Cause I know it ain't easy loving the cowboy kind. I know it ain't easy loving the cowboy kind.
There you go. That is the first single that we're going to hear from Mr. Curtis Grimes. That's the cowboy kind. Curtis, how are you, sir?
Oh, pretty good. Still hanging in there.
Now I got a question for you. It's mid-May when we're recording this. This will go up in a couple of weeks. So just do you have the AC turned on in Texas just yet or no?
Man, actually, I could, but the last few days it's been nice. If we open the side door and turn on the fans, it's not bad.
There you go.
But definitely, it's that time of year.
All right, because up here,
I just watching that electric bill.
Yeah, the touring musicians got to put gas in the vehicle before you can turn on the AC, right? Yeah, up here in northern Wisconsin, we're still fighting with 30s overnight, so just be prepared for that if you ever come up here.
That's crazy. My my grandma was born and raised over in Green Bay.
There you go.
And she's back up there living this year, and she said it was a pretty brutal winter you guys had.
Yeah, this was one of the worst ones we've had in a long time. So she picked the worst winter to move back up, I guess.
Right.
All right. Well, Curtis, this is time. It's time to do the pimp yourself. This is the shameless plugs of shameless plugs. The PR people will be happy with this. Tell us how we can get in touch, how fans can become super fans, and how the casual fan can start to follow along.
We'll start at the website. CurtisGrimes.com has all our links to all the various social media that I try to keep up with these days.
Yeah.
And, Twitter's probably, I would be honestly, my biggest one that I like to do. And then, you got your Instagram there, Facebook, all that jazz. And the music's on the iTunes, as well as the website, the hard stuff on the merch web part. But yeah, all the music's on iTunes, all that good stuff, and I don't know, man. That's I just try to keep up with that whole wave.
I understand. Trust me, I don't tweet as much as I should. Trust me. So now I got a question for you. You said you got an Instagram account, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you do that on your own, or somebody do that for you?
I do. Actually, I do the Instagram and like I said, pretty much the Twitter.
Twitter and
Facebook,
Instagram.
I try to make sure we keep it going.
All right. So, do you know the rules of Instagram that's told to me by Colt Ford?
I guess not. Go ahead. Let me know. Fill me in.
All right. There's only 3 of them, and then one of them's got like a subsection. So, rule number 1 is you have to have a selfie on your Instagram. Is that true?
I don't. It seems like it, but I don't. I'm not very comfortable with doing this. I do it if they tell me to. Management's flexible enough. I'll put one up there once in a while. Management's
like, hey man, you're kind of attractive. Keep the girls happy, man.
They always want you to take a picture of yourself and post it, but that's just that's awkward for me. Still, I guess.
All right, so maybe not so much on Instagram. You got the selfie. Rule number 2 is, now I know down there in Texas you guys do barbecue up right. You got a picture of food up there?
Oh, I'm definitely do good at that one.
Man, check out this brisket that I got. Oh man, it's so
You're
good.
right. Yeah, we got plenty of barbecue to choose from.
There you go. And then rule number 3 is the one that's got, 2 different parts. You can do with A or B. So part A is you have to have a sunset or sunrise, and I know that usually at sunset you're still probably up on stage. So
actually, well, I do have some on there.
There you go.
I got that on there for sure. The sunset. We got some pretty good ones down here.
Yeah, you do. I'm sure you do. So, and then subsection of that one is, do you know that snarky, almost condescending picture that people put up of their feet in front of water, and they're like, "Oh, look at how hard my life is right now," kind of picture. You got that one
pool,
too?
like by the pool picture?
Yeah, either pool or a lake, or you got to up on the edge of the boat or something like that.
I might have a picture of a pool, but I don't think I have. It's got my legs in it. But that's to the extent of anything like that.
Well, because technically, I'll let you count that for a selfie if you can do that too. All right. Well, you're following some of the rules of Instagram then, so that you're allowed to keep your Instagram account then.
So I would be passing. If it was a class, I'd be passing.
Yeah, you got a C-. That's good enough, I guess. So. All right, sir. Now it's time to talk about the nitty-gritty. The brand new album that's out there. We got the title track lined up. It's called Our Side of the Fence. You got it produced by another one of those big names in Texas country, Trent Willman. Tell us a little bit how it was working with Trent.
I tell you what, that was I've recorded a few things. This is my first full-length project, with the whole full-blown, all new stuff with the producer. And but I have been in the studio before, and with Trent, I would say it was so much easier because he's been the artist. He's been on the other side of the glass, but he kind of knows how to work with you and push you what it's like. Kind of some little remedies. Like perfect example, I never even thought of. He kept having me go eat potato chips while I'm recording. I was like, why do you want me to eat potato chips? I don't, and just because of the oils. On just regular old Lay's potato chips kind of coat your throat. So he knows all these little tricks and tips and all that stuff. And he knows kind of how to push you. And I like how the vocals turned out just because he did a great job of working you without overworking you and getting kind of some good takes and comping them together all good and pretty. And but anyway, he was a great guy and he was really nice, easygoing to work with. But it was cool to have your producer be an artist as well that understands what it's like.
It probably doesn't hurt having Tim Dubois behind you too. I mean, you got a legendary songwriter, and having that guy behind you is not a hard row to hoe either. I'm guessing. Not
at all. I would tell everyone my life changed whenever I got on with Tim and the guys over at AMP, and that dude is definitely legendary in various different parts of the music industry. So
if there's folks out there that are listening and they don't know who Tim Dubois is just by name, go look him up and then go ahead and just look up Alabama or Brooks and Dunn or something like that, and you'll get it real quick.
That's right. It's funny. I didn't Google him before my first meeting, so I guess I wasn't as intimidated as I would have been if I knew everything. Just kind of, and the crazy thing is he's a nice, easygoing, laid back guy, and he was president of a big major record label not too long ago. So he doesn't have that typical record label what you stereotype that you'd imagine as head of the label. So he's a nice guy, and that kind of makes it that much better on top of all his success.
Well, if he's giving the independent artists a chance, then that's definitely a guy that I can get behind. So
that's right. And he knows a thing or two about country music.
Yes, he does. That's for sure. Now it's time to hear about the new single. The new single is the title track off the new album, Our Side of the Fence. Man, I love this song.
Thank you, man. And it's a perfect wrap up. I grew up in Gilmer, Texas, which I always have to say Gilmer because actually I grew up about 15 minutes outside of Gilmer. And I don't even know if you can find that on the map.
Yeah, I don't know if Gilmer's exactly a dot. So
I grew up out in the middle of nowhere pretty much, where we did a lot of blacktop roads and a lot of bonfires on the weekends for fun. So that song kind of pretty much sums up living there in Upshur County in northeast Texas pretty well to a T.
all right. Well, it's time to take a listen to it. Curtis, I appreciate you waking up a little bit early for us here this afternoon.
Well, thank you so much for having me, man. And we just got put on a show up there, Holman Cornfest, August 17th. So we'll be up there for once here in a couple months.
Well, there you go. I might have to swing on over and see if you want to do another live edition. Maybe, who knows?
Absolutely, man. Stay in touch.
All right. Well, Curtis Grimes, I appreciate you taking the time and getting on the podcast. All right, sir?
All right. Thank you, man. You have a good one.
All right. And here we go. This is Our Side of the Fence. Curtis Grimes. It's Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt.
Watch 5 of my buddies leave this town. 4 of them already turned around and came home. Yeah, they came home. They tore out of here like wild-eyed dreamers, 'cause somebody told them the grass was greener. They were gone, but not for long. They got a little taste of those fields of clover, but it's hard to keep a country boy from climbing back over. 'Cause we got more mud on our side of the fence, more ground made for sinking your tires in. Pour some gas on a fire where the blacktop ends. On our side of the fence, throw in a cheap beer buzz Friday night. Get stuck and get lost in a pretty girl's eyes. You can try to find a better way to live, but we're all just fine on our side of the fence. Yeah, they got things that we ain't got. The city never sleeps and the party don't stop, and that's cool. Yeah, I guess that's cool. I ain't running down the way they roll, but if you want a party where there ain't no roads, we got more mud on our side of the fence, more ground made for sinking your tires in. Pour some gas on a fire where the blacktop ends. On our side of the fence, throw in a cheap beer buzz Friday night. Get stuck and get lost in a pretty girl's eyes. You can try to find a better way to live, but we're all just fine on our side of the fence. But it's pretty damn close. I'll never call anywhere else my home, 'cause we got more mud on our side of the fence, more ground made for sinking your tires in. Pour some gas on a fire where the blacktop ends. On our side of the fence, throw in a cheap beer buzz Friday night. Get stuck and get lost in a pretty girl's eyes. You can try to find a better way to live, but we're all doing just fine on our side of the fence. Here on our side of the fence, on our side of the fence,
Off the Beaten Path podcast.
He's my husband. You just don't know it yet.
With me, Ben Merritt. Like us on Facebook.com/OTBP podcast.
Say you need a little more space. Oh, and time to find yourself in a little less stress. Okay, fine, here's your space, here's your time, don't you stress. I'll be fine, but don't become me when you find yourself lonely. Cause I ain't the girl that you can just keep hanging around on the line. You ain't ready for me when I get done up Saturday night. What you gonna do? City lights, boy, I hope you're ready. When you see me sitting on the back of a red Chevy pickup for someone new. No, you ain't ready for me without you. Break. You say you need to take a little break. Well, guess what? I do too. Cause I got better things to do than sit around thinking about it when you ain't thinking about me. And the truth is, you're gonna miss this kiss when I'm gone, long gone. You ain't ready for me when I get done up a Saturday night. What you gonna do when I'm turning heads in high heels, rocking that sidewalk? City lights, boy, I hope you're ready. When you see me sitting on the back of a red Chevy pickup for someone new. No, you ain't ready for me without you. If you think for 1 second I'll be all alone crying, you wanna drop by and make everything alright. Don't even try it, cause you ain't ready for me when I get done up a Saturday night. What you gonna do when I'm turning heads in high heels, rocking that sidewalk? City lights, boy, I hope you're ready. When you see me sitting on the back of a red Chevy pickup for someone new. No, you ain't ready for me, baby. You ain't ready for me, yeah. No, you ain't ready for me, yeah. You ain't ready for me without you. You ain't ready for me without you. Oh, 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 oh. You ain't ready. You ain't ready.
Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt. That was Jordan Anderson and her brand new tune, You Ain't Ready For Me to Be Gone. Anyway, follow up to her last tune that she released that was called Toxic. Again, that one was a very good tune. I appreciated a lot of the stuff that Jordan's been doing. I mean, she's been working hard, and I mean like hard, from a young age. As a matter of fact, she became like pretty much a professional singer when she was when she moved from Colorado to Florida and became a member of the Disney choir. Is that what it's called? Well, she basically was doing like the Disney stuff, and then she also won like state choir competitions for like 7 years in a row. So she's a singer, folks. That's Jordan Anderson for you, pretty much in 3 words. She's a singer. A contraction in 2 words. Anyway, Jordan Anderson right there. That is a great tune. Ben Merritt, again, taking you through some brand new up-and-coming country artists, some brand new stuff that maybe you've never heard of before. And again, I apologize for my rough voice. Again, festival season has started here in the Midwest, and yeah, lots of great live country music over the weekend. That was cool. Actually, one band I went to go see at a fest, they were doing like the big beer tent idea. And then when that show was done, we went to another adult establishment, a bar downtown, and there was another band that was really good too. And then the band from the first event showed up at the bar, and they started playing the same instruments as the other band because apparently they knew each other, and it was hilarious because they were playing instruments that weren't theirs while the other band was taking a break. And it was just like, that was great. It was a lot of fun. So, but again, very cool stuff. So if I have rough voice every once in a while, it's because I recorded on Sunday evening, and or God forbid on Saturday night. That would be even worse. So, all right, enough about me. Let's get back to the music, shall we? Corey Kane Band is an up-and-coming, basically the way they describe themselves is a band like a volcano on a fault line. That's great. They're just waiting to explode, in other words. They're rapidly gaining a lot of steam on Facebook and Twitter. So, again, check them out. Corey Kane Band. It's the boys Corey, Lucas, Frank, Nick, and Trey. And by the way, Corey is Corey's first name. Corey Kane is Corey's first name, and Lucas's middle name. They came up with the idea for the band. So there you go. Corey Kane Band with a prophetic song. Cheating on a country girl. Just don't do it. And they'll tell you why. Here it is. It's Corey Kane Band. It's Off the Beaten Path podcast. Me, Ben Merritt.
She got a dip of snuff in her bottom lip. She ain't afraid to pick a fight. Spent too much money getting liquored up, drinking at the bar last night. A little hungover, but what the hell, I guess you're adding to her misery. Don't tell her you've been cheating on her, buddy, better let her be. I'm gonna say danger, look out boy, she's a redneck woman with a shotgun. Danger, get out the way if you're looking for trouble, well you found some. She ain't gonna back down, buddy, ready to rock your world. I guess you should've known better than cheating on a country girl. She's a country girl. Overage and FFA didn't teach her nothing she didn't know. I seen her hog tie a full-grown man take his buckle out of rodeo. Well, her lipstick's red and ready to go out dancing on the dance hall floor. And now her sawed-off buckshot got you running for the door. She don't want to see you around here anymore. Danger, look out boy, she's a redneck woman with a shotgun. Danger, get out the way if you're looking for trouble, well you found some. She ain't gonna back down, buddy, ready to rock your world. I guess you should've known better than cheating on a country girl.
It's Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Merritt. Find us on Twitter at OTBP Podcast.
Well, the sunshine led me to the coast where the water meets the sky. And I must say I'm finally feeling fine. Moving along, taking my time. Finally find a little peace of mind. Been a long cold winter and I miss the sunshine. With the saltwater air, the boat sitting there, I was doing alright. No place to be, got no deadlines. With a girl to my left and a beer to my right, this seems to be the perfect life. No place to be, I'm on summertime. Wanna spend the rest of my life every day just like tonight, moving nice and slow, living in this moment. Wanna feel the sand on my feet, chill out in a cool breeze. Ain't got no place to be, I'm on summertime. Bonfire burning on the beach, new friends in ocean air. I don't know their names, but they don't seem to care. The folks back home, I'm sure they're doing fine. I'll send a letter across the state line. Hey, what's up? I'm on summertime. We're gonna live it up, take a chance, find a little romance. Wanna spend the rest of my life every day just like tonight, moving nice and slow, living in this moment. Wanna feel the sand on my feet, chill out in a cool breeze. Ain't got no place to be, I'm on summertime. Spend the rest of my life every day just like tonight, moving nice and slow, living in this moment. Wanna feel the sand on my feet, chill out in a cool breeze. Ain't got no place to be, on the edge of the blue, got nothing to do, no place to be. I'm on summertime. Summertime. Yeah. It's summertime, baby. Let's go to the water.
Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Merritt. There is Matt Gary and his tune, simply titled Summertime. It's true. This is a great time of year. Again, no matter where you are. Again, the summer is probably the best time to check out some brand new up-and-coming country because, well, there's just so many festivals out there, plenty of opportunity for you to open your ears and find new people. So, also plenty of time to do great athletic things like Matt Gary. Matt was addicted to soccer in his youth. He was captain of his high school soccer team that won 2 state championships, and it apparently runs in the family. His mother is a marathon runner, and his brother, who apparently, well, isn't very nice to Matt, has competed in 3 Ironman triathlons. And Matt knows his place. Matt's job is on the support team with a beer in his hand yelling, "Go faster." Yes, I did blatantly steal that from his bio on his website. MattGary.com is where you can find that, by the way. So again, it's great because, well, Matt knows that country music is where he is. He's easygoing, laid back. He names Keith Urban, Kenny Chesney, and, well, David Nail as a lot of his influences. So he's on the right path, and he's off the beaten path. With me, Ben Merritt. Again, thank you for hanging out. Again, thank you to Curtis Grimes for stopping by and chatting with us. Next week, Grace and Tony is going to be by. Very cool person. I enjoyed my conversation with him. Just in case you don't know anything about Grace and Tony, there's a very famous connection between them and a Grammy award or 4. You'll have to stick around and find out what that is next week. Again, Grace and Tony next week. Curtis Grimes, thank you very much, sir. Again, it's been great. Keep the emails coming. Like I said, Drew Baldridge, he was by request earlier on in this episode. So get them to me. OTBPpodcast@gmail.com, at OTBP Podcast on Twitter, and Facebook.com/OTBP Podcast. I make it pretty easy for you. So, all right, that's going to do it. Have yourself a great one. Thanks for hanging out.